Got the tabs.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good. Revolting,
found the right one.
bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
I was just thinking, if she's planning on drinking from each barrel, she's gonna be pissed by the end of it, but it ended up working out well for her. Just imagining drunk Duchess with us, just... not the best.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Scoia'tael. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who do you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Scoia'tael. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Cintra.
I've no Cintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
I was kind of waiting for a must I.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintra and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Okay, I'll head out in a moment.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You'll take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Just went 3. I'll need to head out to the bins now in a sec. Need to put them out to be collected.
Relax. Now we wait.
Wasn't this a bandit camp? Tentage seemed familiar.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
By the power of spinning. What's his face doesn't start spinning around in the Witcher series, then it's definitely a failure. Oh, the knife pulled through. I was not expecting that. Nice. Oh no, let me do your job for you.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
It's painted down red.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Not
Perhaps
really.
he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Odd window.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning.
I wanted to know more about
Port
that, but
warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out.
I won't be
This
snarky right
proved
now.
to be a beggar, a stand-in.
Again,
We
tell me
found
what he's
him.
going to say.
He admitted
Fuck it.
all. A man had paid him to sign the lease. A man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique. Consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Double the patrols, just in case.
What, does the ornate robe count? Okay, I'm gonna look this up. The man from Cintra clothes. Apparently you can wear a mask, though none of them are correct. Oh, the ornate robe counts. And she'll actually comment on that. Any formal account works, including the ornate robe, and she will comment on that. Though she'll also comment if you wear a mask. Though apparently none of them are the correct thing. If you've all your weapons removed and are wearing a mask, she'll complement your forethought, but will still give you a different mask saying yours not to the required type. If you just wear nothing but your breeches, she just notice and just says it as if you've worn your armor. And I've just seen a spoiler for the other thing. For the quest. No, well, post-quest.
Good luck. I hope you get the bastard. Welcome to the... I should double the patrols, just in case. Good luck. I hope you get the bastard.
Stealing while the captain of guards is right there. Truly, I am audacious. Oh, wait, that was a drop. Do not want to to lose what's his face's sword.
Hey, is that not this cur with the price on his... It's him! Get him! Don't let them gain momentum!
I think they punched the guard, but he's fine with it. It's actually easy to fist fight an armed opponent than an actual fist fighting opponent. Fist fighting opponents have the AI to deal with the stun locking of to deal with they have the AI to deal with fist fighting. The I just got too much. Yeah. Anyway, they have the AI to deal with it. The sword fighting enemies don't.
Probably want to make this progress.
Didn't look like locals. Indian's right. I'm a hunted man.
Contract and a Witcher. Nice art, but that's...
People! And a fray! Keep calm! Start no brawls!
Didn't start any, but it sure ended them. I did want to actually find out more about the thing, but I didn't think it was going to cut him off. Again, why I say I would love to know what Groth's going to say before he says it, so I can make my own choice.
If you've one jug of wine and one friend, drink the jug of wine and send the friend for another. Thus speak the prophet Lepitota.
But, yeah, like... I would love to know what he's going to say before he says it. They need to do that. If there's talk of a Witcher 4, though it's apparently wouldn't be called by that name.
One more!
If they do...
And another two!
If they do that, if they do make a sequel, I do hope that they include such a feature, because it's an ungodly handy thing. There is so sparkles. Not sure if I'm to take off my gloves and boots.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
I do hate how that music is constantly played. I wish they came up with some more original stuff. As far as I can tell, that's the Gwent music. Or generic tavern music. It's been too long.
Well, well. A witcher in a robe. I lost Scoia'tael like this years ago, in Redania.
Inappropriate for this evening? Not a good fit?
It's a wonderful fit, but you're sure to stand out. No one wears such things around here. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required.
The glasses.
Huh?
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one. Put it on.
Okay, with her hair done up like that and all that, she kind of ends up looking like Triss.
Any
It's the
idea why
hair.
they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Hope I didn't drop any of the weapons by accident. As far as I know, I decidedly hit on equip, but it's a word of error.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
Also, the first one being if her voice was a stone, and then second being from Ophir. Again, keep thinking of Hearts of Stone. Meh.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
I really wish there was a unique piece of music for it.
The
Takes away
residence
that it
belongs
isn't.
to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Take part in the activities.
Come, let's look in the alcoves. Greetings, Witcher. She ought to be in one of the alcoves. Good to see you, Geralt.